Why less than 1% people can play flute properly? Most of the people are struggling at basic level itself, and they are not able to go through this journey for a long period of time. And today in this video, I'll tell you why. Because if you are struggling to learn, then it is going to open up your eyes and it is going to show you the mirror. There are two ways in which you can take this video. One is either motivation or either correction. So I really suggest that you take this video as a motivation rather than feeling कि मुझसे नहीं होगा. I'll be very honest. Some of you may not like this, but I think it is necessary to do this because somebody has to tell you if you are going wrong. सबसे पहले knowledge. So a lot of people do not have the knowledge because if you don't have the knowledge and you're not learning, then it is obvious that you're not learning. But today I'm not going to talk about that. Today I'm going to talk about people who have the knowledge, or you get the knowledge, but still they cannot play the flute. So I'm going to talk to the second people who still have the guidance and the knowledge, but they still cannot play the flute properly. Not that I have reached a great success or multiple levels of playing. No, I am also at a very beginning. I would say, even though I've been playing for the last 18 years, I would say that I'm still at a very, I'm just learning, and there is no end to this. I don't think this will be possible for me to ever complete this learning. So what are the factors which are very important if you want to really improve in your learning? So सबसे पहले patience. Patience के there are multiple angles which I just want to detail it out. Patience is not just patience. Patience is practice. So are you practicing your flute regularly? You may be very busy and you may be very, multiple things happening in your life, but if you can't spend time of 30 minutes a day, then believe me, first you need to correct your life cycle. Because flute is an instrument which is for yourself, and if you don't spend time with that, you will never learn that. Second thing is step by step. Even if you are practicing regularly, but you are randomly practicing from YouTube, some people say, sir, I've been practicing 2 hours a day, but still no progress. What are you practicing? Are you practicing something which is just randomly you are practicing something, or you are practicing something which is in a structured way? So how are you playing? Step by step or random? Most people feel that they are trying to learn from YouTube. They feel that they are not able to play that. The problem is not that they are not able to play that. The problem is that they are not able to process this information in a step-by-step way. YouTube is throwing things at you, and you are trying to watch some videos. Like 80% of the time you are spending in figuring out कौन सा वीडियो देखना है, कौन सा वीडियो देखना है, कौन सा वीडियो ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहा है, किसमें कितने लाइक्स है, कमेंट्स है. वैसे नहीं देख सकते हो आप. आपको 10% इन्फॉर्मेशन, 80% या 90% एग्जीक्यूशन आपको रिवर्स करना है पैटर्न को. एंड उसके लिए जितना आपको जानना है उस टाइम पे आप उतना ही जानिए और फिर आगे बढ़िए. This, if you learn in a structured way, you will get that. So if you want to learn in a very structured way how to organize yourself, please be part of my webinar. You have the link in the description, and I'll help you in understanding these things better. Third is learn slow. I have seen people immediately they start playing and they start playing like this. अभी तो आपकी फिंगर्स सेट भी नहीं हुई है, आप इतना स्पीड में बजा रहे हो. आपके it is like when a small kid starts to talk and suddenly he starts rambling, what will happen? सामने वाले को बड़े को समझ में नहीं आएगा कि बोल क्या रहा है, वो कुछ गड़बड़ कर रहा है. That is what is going to happen if you just start rambling your flute without mindfully playing. So there is a difference between mindful playing and just playing for the sake of playing something. So ask yourself, are you playing fast even without getting the clarity of your notes? If the answer is yes, then please check if this is the right way to play that. Okay, ask your sir, guru, whoever it is, and if he's been asking you to play slowly. So learn slow. It's not about how much you are learning, but whatever that you are learning, how much are you practicing and how well are you practicing? That is very important. You are what you repeat. So if you feel that, if you keep telling yourself ये मेरे बस का बात नहीं है, ये मेरे बस का बात नहीं है, मेरे बस का बात नहीं है, तो ये आपके बस का बात नहीं है. If you feel that नहीं ये हो जाएगा, तो ये एक दिन हो जाएगा. Sometimes you just overwhelm yourself with so much of information and you suddenly decide and tell yourself नहीं ये तो मेरे से नहीं होगा, बहुत difficult है, ये नहीं होगा, this is not for me. Then you are tuning your frequency in such a way that ये नहीं होगा. So देयर इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ व्हाट यू थिंक इट विल हैपन. इफ यू थिंक ये नहीं होगा तो फिर वो आपने अपने आप को एग्री कर लिया है वो नहीं होगा, और आप रोज रोज रिपीट कर रहे हैं नहीं होगा नहीं होगा नहीं होगा. तो सबसे पहले दिमाग में से ये निकाल दो, मेरी एज कितनी है, इट इज़ टू लेट फॉर मी टू लर्न, आई डोंट हैव एनी गाइडेंस, I don't have time. So you can keep giving excuses, it's fine. But do you want to keep giving these excuses even after a year? So just ask yourself. And there are two types of people who can always keep giving excuses and they always have some reason. And there are people who will figure out a way to go out of that excuse and they'll work out in which they can keep doing things. And what you do in this matter is a general mindset. You will apply this factor in anything. आप कल को ये नहीं हो रहा है, फिर वो नहीं हो रहा है. So this mindset is very important that you can apply in not just this factor but anything in life. So you need to have patience, you need to have the right mindset of playing, and you need to fall in love with the process. तो आप ये नहीं बोल सकते अरे यार मैं तो रोज अलंकार बजा रहा हूँ, ये तो मैं लॉन्ग नोट्स बजा रहा हूँ. जो फ्लूट बजाने की जो मेलोडी जो आप यूट्यूब पर देख रहे हो, आप सीधा उसका एंड रिजल्ट देख रहे हो. बट बिफोर द पर्सन गॉट द एंड रिजल्ट यू डोंट नो हाउ मच रियाज दैट द पर्सन इज डूइंग. द प्रैक्टिस इज नॉट व्हाट ही इज प्लेइंग ऑन यूट्यूब. द प्रैक्टिस इज व्हाट इज नॉट शोन इन द यूट्यूब. It is basically the long notes, alankars, constantly repeating same thing again and again, again and again, again and again. And then as you repeat more and more, and you need to fall in love with the process, and if you fall in love with the process is when you will enjoy the result. But if you only think about result, which is a lot of times I get asked about, sir कितना टाइम में मैं सीख जाऊंगा. अगर आपके दिमाग में ये सवाल आ रहा है तो सबसे पहले मैं एक आंसर दे दूं कि बेसिक आप 3 से 6 महीनों में सीख जाओगे, बट उसके बाद का कोई बाउंड्री नहीं है. ओके, एंड इफ इट इज डिमोटिवेटिंग फॉर यू टू नॉट लर्न इंस्ट्रूमेंट, इट्स बेटर डोंट लर्न द इंस्ट्रूमेंट, बिकॉज इसका कोई टाइमलाइन नहीं होता है. आप कोई भी सीनियर आर्टिस्ट का इंटरव्यू उठा के ले लीजिए एंड देन यू चेक इफ दिस इज इफ द पर्सन इज सेइंग कि मेरा हो गया सीख के, यू जस्ट चेक दैट एंड इफ यू विल गेट द आंसर. सेकेंडली, एक्टिवेट योर ईयर्स. हम लोग खाली बजाते रहते हैं विदाउट फॉलोइंग. हम लोग गाते भी नहीं है. वी डोंट इवन सिंग एंड प्ले. वी जस्ट कीप प्लेइंग फ्लूट विदाउट. वी डोंट लाइक टू सिंग, वी डोंट लाइक टू हम लोग गाना थोड़ी गा रहे हैं. व्हाई डू वी नीड टू सिंग? बट द फैक्ट इज द इंफॉर्मेशन. So to be able to process this information, you need to sing, you need to play long notes, you need to listen to your sound, because flute playing is not just finger movement, it's also understanding what your ears are understanding. So can you activate your ears? Are you playing long notes? Are you playing with the rhythm? So you need to learn the basics of classical. You need to learn classical ways in which you can learn different talas. You listen to the basics of foundation by some senior, or you can be part of my webinar and I can guide you to some extent, where how to learn the basics of classical. So these are the 3 things which are very, very important. Normally when you want to start learning the flute, it's very exciting initially, and then what happens, the excitement fades. कुछ भी नया चीज़ हम शुरुआत करते हैं तो हम चीज़ों को ले लेते हैं, उसके बाद हमारी एक्साइटमेंट फेड हो जाती है और फिर हम उसमें बहाने बनाना शुरू कर देते हैं कि ये है, वो है, ऐसा है, वैसा है. तो सी इफ़ यू वांट टू you decide which category you belong to. Okay, so in case today you don't have time, I understand that. In many part of my career of flute playing journey, I have been busy with office work and there are times where I don't have time. It's you don't have to get up 5 o'clock in the morning. अगर आपको रात को 1 बजे टाइम मिल रहा है, रात को 1 बजे बजाओ. लोग सो रहे हैं, खाली फ्लूट बजाओ. Don't play in the loud sound. If somebody else is getting disturbed, go on terrace and play that. Don't give excuse. Just figure out a way to play that. And I've seen learners who are trying to learn in the extreme conditions, in the different time zones, but classes are happening at 3 o'clock in the night. They get up in the morning and they learn. So अगर आपको सीखना है तो आप कभी भी सीख सकते हो, और आपको रीजंस देना है तो आप कभी भी reasons भी दे सकते हो. You can go and type on ChatGPT that 10 reasons why you should not, why it is difficult to play flute, and ChatGPT can give you 10, 100 answers it will give you. And you can type the other way also, which is how can you find time, how can you save time from your social media, from your Netflix of the worlds, your YouTube endless consumption that is happening, or chatter which is not required in your daily time that you are spending time on. How can you steal time from your daily life and you can make time for yourself? So you decide which part you want to belong to. You want to part with 1% or you want to be a part of 99%. You decide, and sometimes there are learners who just want some cue. Do you get the cue and then they'll execute this, no matter how much difficulties which they may be facing, but they just wait for some little direction and then they go and execute the direction. And there are learners who will just keep expecting that मेरे को कोई चेक नहीं कर रहा है, मेरे को कोई इवैल्यूएशन नहीं हो रहा है, मेरा हो नहीं रहा है, and they'll immediately give that self as a reason and then they'll fall off in the learning journey. So don't just check where you are standing in this journey. Just look at your own self in the mirror and ask yourself which person you are belonging to. I'm sorry if I'm being rude, but this is the way. If you want to progress in your journey, it's very important that you are looking at your reality in the right way, and then you can learn step by step. And this will be applicable in any form of whatever that you do in your life. So this is not a flute related video. You can do this in anywhere. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.